Vampire in Vegas, directed by Jim Wynorski, written by the Charles Davidoff, released 2009. Jim Wynorski is like horror movies are supposed to be dark, so I'm going to have my build up be almost completely black and have gore, so it's a dark like a horror movie. But as soon as the opening credits start, we get the actual tone of this movie with this fast-paced, goofy opening credits sequence showing off Las Vegas. There are some parts of this movie that do feel like it's trying to have a serious tone, like Tony Todd doing his performance. Knows what's going on as Tony Todd is trying to add serious in this movie, sex, and that sets the true tone to this movie. Sex, goofy crap. We get Jim Wynorski's other goofy crap stuff, like light effects that are more annoying than cool, like they're trying to be, and a blonde who basically has her outfit zipped down way too far. The black vampire makes a comment about, I'm glad I'm out of the sun. That's the only time that this happens in the movie. He never makes a comment about the sun again. And it's just really stupid because he didn't bring an umbrella with him, so the sun was to be affecting him. Oh my god! The movie tries to distract you from the fact that he didn't bring an umbrella with him by having this horrible scene that interrupted my criticism. And the music was so annoying. It's like he's trying to have the Sin and Desire audience watch this horror movie. I guess to make some people give credit to this film because they haven't seen better horror movies, they have this romance plot that's supposed to make you care about the characters so you care when they get harmed. But the reason why they have a marriage plot in this movie is so they can have a bachelor party to exploit women more. Next, we get a bunch of annoying dialogue, like her talking about a relationship where a guy brought up his mother 18 times, like it's trying to be a Woody Allen movie, and jokes about the characters being dumb because they don't know how long it takes a body to decompose. I don't know, dumb crap like that. Why is Tony Todd the only person who's trying to give an intimidating performance in this movie? He's been in a bunch of movies, like 200, and his audience will watch him in those movies and probably just ignore this one. Random scene of a woman making out with a man just spliced in there. Don't worry, we're gonna get more annoying, sexy woman turn on scenes with this whole bachelor party plot with these kiddos that aren't charming at all. Have potion, like pink stuff, like the stuff that comes out of a Barbie doll box, and that's supposed to be the mystical thing for this dark vampire movie. So this movie has a bunch of made-up science crap. You have that in a vampire movie, that makes no sense. And because they know you're gonna get bored from this stuff, they're gonna have sex during it because they know that this audience isn't going to like this mystical science crap that shouldn't be in a vampire movie. They have these bros talking. And when this movie does try to have some scary vampire stuff, they just make the pimples red. Just because Tony Todd's performance is intimidating doesn't mean that making the pupils red is going to make it scary. This movie has strippers, unlike vampire movies that use sex for fear and intimidation. This movie uses it for distracting the audience from how bored they are. Even one part of the scene that I can show you where they did like a split screen effect, and you can see that her bra is fully off on the other side of the screen. If you know that this strip scene is boring, they don't have it go on so long. Don't want to watch these stupid broy adults men, and I also don't want to watch these people talk about science stuff that shouldn't even be in a vampire movie. We do get a scene where Tony Todd is intimidated as a vampire character to this scientist woman, I don't know, I guess they're a team. It's like mystical of science stuff. I don't know. Anyway, even when they try to be intimidating and scary with Tony Todd's performance, we still get strippers because they know that this movie's not scary, I guess. The Asian woman is wearing less revealing clothing than the blonde because Jim Norski doesn't think that Asian women are as hot as blonde. Maybe if these strippers were vampires, then this cinema makes sense. But this movie's not paced or acted to be intimidating sexual, so even that wouldn't work. There's even a handcuff scene, and this scene is supposed to be scary and intimidating because the man can't do stuff, but these scenes aren't paced or acted or tone wise to be disturbing, and it just, even though they have ideas that would be disturbing, it still doesn't work. During those scenes, we have boring car mechanic crap that I don't want to talk about, and her aiming a gun at a magic bottle is supposed to be a joke. Even in a scene where Tony Todd is trying to be intimidating and creepy, in this scene where he's being creepy with this woman, the woman is acting is just like, oh my god, no. She's not screaming, so we don't get fully engrossed into the disturbing thing. When her fiance tries to save her, we're like, okay, this guy who hanged out at a strip club is a good guy because now he's saving a woman. I can relate to this. I hate that this movie thinks I'm part of that audience. I think this movie knows that this woman's acting is bad because it doesn't focus on this handcuff supposed to be intimidating, intense scene. It focuses on Tony Todd and his scene. I don't want a mystery plot about this woman I don't care about and how her daughter got killed by a vampire. It just distracts from the trying to be scary scenes that are not scary. Because you have Tony Todd with his intimidating performance and being a vampire, and woman with a duct tape trying to be intimidating scene doesn't make it scary. It's still just some science mystery crap that is not scary. I hate this mystery crap. And I guess the Pro Potion is supposed to give them telepathic abilities so they know where the vampire guy is. I don't know, it's just some crap stuff that shouldn't be horror movie that's trying to be scary. So that's Vampire in Vegas. This movie is what you get when you complain about horror movies having too simple of a story. You get all this mystery stuff and all this science, forensic stuff, and Jim Wynorski doesn't know how to pace a scene in order to be intimidating sexual and act intimidating sexually. So it just comes off as him trying to distract the audience from the boredom of all this science mystery stuff with sex instead of actually having scary, intimidating scenes with a woman. This is a terrible movie and is just obnoxious Jim Wynorski crap. Don't watch it.